We're back!
What?
We're back for more.
Yeah, round 2.
Literally round 2. So, we actually do not have a game plan for this video. We have no idea what we're going to talk about, so we're just going to roll with it and see what happens. So, round 2 of Miss Hong Kong interview went... How do I explain this? I have an idea of what's gonna happen this time. We meet at the same place, we get taken in by the same van, and I know quite a few girls who are going. Well, okay, I knew 2 girls. Okay, 3. It's more than the amount that I knew last time. Yeah. So I was kind of like, you know, I had a feel of what was gonna happen. Well, it turns out my feeling of what was gonna happen was wrong. I found out that we were gonna do a live interview, but I kind of figured that it was gonna be the press conference that was going to be live.
Oh,
like I would walk out and like they would just take photos of me and I'd be like, and then that would be the live part. Well, no, that was not correct. So they told us like in the very beginning, they're like, oh, you're gonna like answer some questions and like say some things about yourself, and I was like, and she was like, don't worry about it. But you know what? I worried about it. And we had to still do like paperwork and like learn all these other things. So I was like, it's my turn next. And I'm like, oh my gosh. He like brings me on and he's like, oh, hi. And he actually says it in English, but I want to impress him and all the, who knows how many people watching. And I'm like, dago. So I say like all these sentences, the speech, yeah, I'm pretty good at that speech now. So I am able to say like a couple of sentences, and then I'm like midway through my speech, and by the way, I'm getting to the best part of my speech, and then he's like, wow, your Cantonese is so good. Okay, like, good job. Like, makes me go off, and I was like, I wasn't even done yet. I had so much more to share. That one went fine, and then I was kind of gaining a little bit of confidence again. Now I just have like my other interview with the judges, and then that should have been the day. Wrong again. We had another live interview. Why? Like, why? I go line up again, and it's with different interviewers, and this time it's a girl and a guy. I took my note cards with me, and then it was my turn to go, so I had my note cards in my hand, and then they were like, what's in your hand? And then they like took it from me, and then they were like, ah, and they were like laughing on my note card.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it embarrassing?
No, it actually wasn't embarrassing. I was like, no, guys.
What's this? 希望你唔介意我用呢啲紙仔，唔係紙仔，其實紙仔 is 貓字。is 貓字。睇下啦，希望你唔介意我。等陣 ，it's okay，it's okay。I have to say it follow too。我都係咁樣學中文嘅。希望你唔好介意你哋紙仔，呢啲紙仔。雖然我啲多參加第二。啊？乜嘢啊？點型啊？雖然我知道參加第二個會合要學廣東話，同埋可能要辭職。可能要 OK 好，但係呢啲要求冇令我擔心，反而呢啲要求乜要求？你唔好阻住佢，佢表演緊啊！表演嚟㗎。反而我融入接集挑戰。哦，即係接集 OK。英藝，祝你好運，祝你好運。OK。
Then after that, when I think it's finally over, they're like, guess what? Another live interview. And I'm just like, why? Why? This one was actually, I was actually like genuinely humiliated by it. The other ones, even if like people were laughing at me, I was kind of laughing along with it. But this one, I was genuinely like, that wasn't funny. This time it was a group of girls, so there were like 6 of us, and the interviewer just like walked down the line and was kind of like talking to each of us, and he said in Cantonese like, oh, you don't really speak Cantonese, do you? I'm just gonna skip you. And then he just like walked right past me, and I was like, okay. But I was just like laughing while he was doing it because I was like, I don't know what else to do. So I was like, ah, yeah, good one, as he like walked away. And then we had another interview with the judges. This one was not live, but there was still a camera there. So we were there for 11 hours, like 7 o'clock, and all of us are just like, I want to go home. We find out that there's still one more interview. Yeah, it's like, do I want to talk about this? We're like in our swimsuits, and then they like call us into the room, and it's freezing.
Oh,
okay, so I'm like standing in front of the judges. It's so cold that I'm actually shivering. And then because I'm shivering, it's making me shiver with nervousness. So then I'm just like double shivering, just like, I don't know how to control myself. So there's 10 of us, and we walk into the room that we were just judged in. And this woman goes up to us and like walks up and down the aisles, just looking at us up and down, just like literally just being judged by your body and the way that you look. I really hated it. It made me feel so uncomfortable. It honestly just made me really sad. Yeah, so that was the way that we ended our day, which, I mean, the one good thing is I didn't have to say anything. That was the experience at the interview itself. I guess I wanted to talk about the things that I learned from this experience.
I was gonna ask that.
I think I first learned a lot about Hong Kong and Hong Kong culture. I did spend like 20 hours with the same girls.
Yeah.
I was able to, just like hear about different people who wanted to represent Hong Kong, and kind of, I got to understand their background and their stories, and that was just really cool to me. I think also, I feel like I really conquered some fears that I never even know were fears before. I think fears are things that you think that you might have to encounter and overcome. Well, this was never a fear of mine because I never thought that I would have to do something like this. So it was never a fear of mine. If I ever have to go to an interview in English, I'll be like, psh, what, like it's hard? It's the easiest thing in the world. Gosh, add live and Cantonese to it. Not so much. It's like, just please, just imagine trying to memorize a script in, what's a language that people don't really use?
Swahili.
Really? Just imagine trying to learn a speech in Russian. Like learning how to pronounce every single Russian word. My mouth just does not like move that way.
And now imagine trying to learn that language in 2 weeks after living in the country, Russia, for 11, 12 years.
Okay, we get it. Anyways, that's just given me a lot of encouragement for the future when I want to pursue. Every time I go to like an audition or something like that, I'll be like, at least it's in English. This industry. Another thing is, actually before I even posted the last video, I received my first genuine mean comment.
Yeah.
That was interesting. It was actually kind of exciting. I was like, oh, my first mean comment.
Yeah.
Wow. Not the greatest feeling in the world.
No.
But I was preparing for when the hate would come, not preparing for if the hate would come. It just didn't feel like real life, that people actually take pictures of people and like write fake news about people and write like mean comments about people that they don't even know or do know. What's that?
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
No! Called out! We'll bleep that out.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm not angry.
No, I'm angry.
I'm not bitter. It wasn't even that bad.
No, I'm waiting for mine, so please come ahead and go for it.
Yeah, I can give you so many things that you can say about him. But I really didn't want to disrespect or anger anyone by joining this competition because of the way that I look and because I don't speak Cantonese. I know that I'm not like the typical Hong Kong local person, and I don't want to make it seem like I was trying to be like, oh, look at me, I can do whatever I want. I think that was something that I was really afraid of because I didn't want to offend anyone by doing this, and I really hope that I didn't. I just had a lot of fun with this. I felt like I really grew as a person through this, and it was such a great experience where I got to learn so much more about Hong Kong. And so I think that was such a gift in itself. This video is just going to be so sappy.
So, are we trying to just make a video for fun?
Yeah. I think another thing that I really treasure is that I was able to see the things that I place my value in, which weren't all good things. I didn't really care if someone said that I wasn't pretty because I'm like, I don't know. I just don't really care.
Seriously? How can you not?
Thanks, babe. Like when I was being judged, I was very aware of my body and just being like, oh, I really don't like this, I really don't like that. It just made me aware of the times when I do value myself by materialistic, or when I do find value in things that aren't worthy. It also helped my prayer life because I was constantly like, Jesus, take the wheel. So that's good, right? I think this video is boring.
Whatever! Who cares? We're trying to make a living.
I'm really happy for this entire experience as a whole, and I'm really grateful for it. I wouldn't go back and change it. I wouldn't go back and say, nah, I'm not gonna go. I guess, yes, in hindsight, I'm very grateful that my mom signed me up for this thing. I'm very grateful. Thanks, Mom. I had fun. You had fun. Did you have fun? I don't know. We all
I
had
had fun seeing your picture all over the internet.
Yeah, and I had so much fun talking to all the people that messaged me and were like, hey, Christina, it's you. Just all these people that messaged me. I'm so thankful that you guys have messaged me. And, like, I loved it. I just love that, like, people reached out to me and, like, wanted to say something to me. I really, really appreciated that. And it made me feel nice that you were thinking about me and you saw that and you wanted to say something. So, you're great. I was able to do a lot and experience a lot in such a short period of time. I was able to experience fame for 2 weeks, and then now it's back to teaching my little kitties.
Back to normal.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of I felt like I was on a high for like a week, being like, wow, this is what fame feels like. And then now it's over. So is there anything else you wanted to say?
I just want to say I'm proud of you.
Aww.
I want to say I'm proud of you because you did something that was way out of your comfort zone in a language that you don't know, even though you've been a part of this culture for about 13 years. Has it been 13 years? It's been 13 years, everyone. And I'm proud of you for just putting it in God's hands.
Thanks.
All right,
okay, well,
congrats.
having it. Oh, for what? It's unnecessary to say congrats to me because I really didn't do anything other than, like, stand.
No, you talked. You showed up.
I showed up,
Yeah,
which
you showed
actually did take a lot of courage.
It really
So, if you watched both of these videos, thanks so much for joining in on the journey with us. All right, ready?
Yeah, ready?
Bye.
我同佢講大家好嘅，唔係講 hello 咁樣。你介紹埋自己啊！你中意其實
Okay. 我叫 Christina， 我係22歲，我日本、美國血統，日本、中國血統。
我就係 American and Chinese。
Yeah.
Chinese。
No。
日本都有日本嘅。
我一半美國血統，一半係中國血統啊！嗱，我完全明白啲竹升講嘅嘢。
你講美國、日本、中國咁樣喎，之後咧係美國、中國啊。
I don't know if she made it. I don't think I would have been able to handle the pressure.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Ooh!
Wow. It was. Can you not? I'm talking. This isn't funny. I'm not putting that in the video.
I know.
Oh my god.
Like and
are you
subscribe to
gross?
the. I'm not gross.